In part one, we broke down the difference between naturally secure and insecure partners and how each of them responds in relationships with insecure attachment types. But today's topic, part two, segment one, is something so many people know intimately, even if they don't have the language for it. It's an anxious partner with an avoidant partner, the most common insecure pairing and the most emotionally exhausting. So if you've ever been in a relationship where you needed closeness and your partner needed space, where the more you reached out, the more they pulled away, or vice versa, well, you're not alone. The anxious plus avoidant isn't just a communication issue. It's two nervous systems chasing safety in opposite directions. This dynamic isn't just painful. It's wired into the way both nervous systems are trying to survive. And understanding why it happens is the first step to breaking the cycle. So let's get into it. We have two opposing needs. The anxious partners crave connection and emotional closeness. They feel safest when they're physically near, emotionally in sync, and regularly reassured. Their nervous system regulates through closeness. Avoidant partners, on the other hand, fear engulfment. They regulate through distance, emotional space, internal control, and solo problem solving. So when emotional intensity rises, the avoidant partner's instinct is to retreat, not because they don't care, but because closeness feels threatening to their autonomy. Their system says, back away now or you'll lose control. What feels like safety to them feels like rejection to the anxious partner. And that's where the anxious partner spirals. Their system says, move closer now or you're going to lose them. The more distant their partner becomes, the more urgency they feel. They reach out again and again, not to control, but to reconnect. But the more they pursue, the more the avoidant retreats and the cycle begins. So the actual cycle is called pursuit, withdrawal, panic, shutdown, and repeat. The anxious partner feels a shift in distance, silence, or a subtle lack of connection, and when they reach out, text, call, try to reconnect, the avoidant partner begins to feel pressure. Even if it's gentle, the avoidance nervous system registers it as a threat to their autonomy. They're not trying to run from you, they're trying to find relief, and as they create space, the anxious partner starts to spiral. They wonder what they did wrong, why things feel so far away, and their panic grows. So they reach out again, harder this time, more messages, more emotion, more urgency. The avoidant feels overwhelmed and withdraws further to find relief. And without even realizing it, they've both reenacted the exact same pattern. The anxious chases safety through closeness. The avoidant chases safety through distance. And neither one feels safe at all. If it feels like you're chasing love while your partner keeps running from it, you're not imagining things. Your nervous systems are wired in opposite directions. Now tomorrow in segment 2, we're going to break down why anxious and avoidant partners are so drawn to each other even when it hurts.